callo ahí un poquito al ladito para pasársela de nuevamente a él y aprovechar ahí y sacar.
It's a ridiculous level. And it was just a war back and forth. So what's Biden going to do?
Which is typically, Democrats don't do anything. They talk about it, and then it just disappears into the next thing. So what could we really do to get back at them? Stop buying all their products? Well, I don't think that's going to happen. Really don't. But how do we do anything against them to penalize them for it? W5CBS.
This is KB2UKA. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? KB2UKA. This is KB2UKA. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? All right, Roger. Enjoy. KB2UKA QSY. This is KB2UKA. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? KB2UKA. Is the frequency occupied? This is KB2UKA. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency occupied? This is KB2UKA. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency occupied? All right, CQ20, CQ20. This is KB2UKA calling CQ20, Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt Alpha calling CQ20, KB2UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ20, hello, CQ20, KB2UKA calling CQ20, Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt Alpha calling CQ20 meter, KB2UKA QRZ. CQ20 meter. This is KB2UKA calling CQ20, Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt Alpha calling CQ20 meter, KB2UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ20 meter. This is KB2UKA, CQ20, Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt Alpha calling CQ20 meter, any station anywhere, KB2UKA QRZ. CQ20 meter. This is KB2UKA calling CQ, CQ, CQ20, Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt Alpha. Calling CQ20 meter, KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ, CQ, CQ20, CQ20 meter, this is KB2 UKA, calling CQ, CQ, CQ20. Calling CQ20 meter, Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt Alpha, Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ, CQ, CQ20, CQ20 meter, this is KB2 UKA, calling CQ, CQ, CQ20, Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt Alpha, calling CQ20 meter, KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ. Station returning, try again, low copy, over. Negative copy. I'm sorry, my friend. Band is way stretched out. KB2 UKA QRZ. All right, maybe we're going to go to try 40 meters. Very cool, Todd. I love it. Love it. And with the Flex radio, that was when my audio wasn't as good as it is now. So that you should do a before and after. A before and after. How to pay homage to my audio teacher. Well, if I'm your teacher, you're in trouble. I just turn a bunch of dials, Todd, until I think it sounds good. Thank you, though. Thank you. This is KB2 UKA QRZ. The page looks good, Todd. Looking good. What do we got here? Yeah, I've been on this page many times. Finally, something was getting delivered that day. Cool, cool, cool. KB2 UKA QRZ. Let's see if we can find someone. No one's answering. Let's go find them.
The audio is incredible on his radio. It kind of modulates pretty well on SSB. And that's all, Paul. If you don't mind, just give me the call sign one more time and the location, And like I said, you anywhere between S5, S7 to S9 plus 20. Can you help?
Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt America.
The way he saw it, the way you and I probably would have called him, and had we been in his shoes, we might have said some of the same things. Maybe we might have used a little more, tact, or
I'll be a beehive, then I will make a list. So this is Whiskey X-Ray 4, November Hotel Charlie, WX4, National Hurricane Center, Portable, QRZ.
Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt Alpha.
There's a Whiskey 2 Foxtrot station. Give me the rest of your call, please. Oh, where in New Jersey? I lived in Englewood for an awfully long time. Over. Oh, I know it well. In fact, I used to belong to a gun club up there. Did a lot of skeet shooting and target shooting up there. Beautiful part of the state. Well, I imagine your weather's a bit different than it is down here in Miami, but that is why I have a 2 in my home call, because I got my ticket up there, but Miami is now my home QTH. So, Fred, if you would give me a signal report, and I'll give you one on the go-round, and do give me your temperature. Always love to hear the weather up there. Over. Oh my goodness, wow. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about that temperature. Wow, that is something. Well, we do get really variable weather up there, and back when we were commuting back and forth between Miami and New York and New Jersey, I would always tell Al, you never know what to bring, but bring a jacket, because it can definitely not be spring-like, even though it should be. Anyway, thank you for checking in. You were a 5.8 on peaks, and I'll say 73. Fred, pleasure to meet you, and I'll try to pick up some of those other stations. Break with W2FMB. This is WX4NHC Portable.
November.
Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt Alpha.
There's a November 9 station. Let me see if I can pull you out.
November 9, Japan.
The November 9 Juliet Zulu Yankee station. Please copy WX4NHC Portable.
Chicago today, 60 degrees and sunny. Hoping maybe get to the 70s for the rest of the week, but I doubt it.
Okay, well, fine on that 60 degrees there in Chicago. What's the name there? Over. Fine business Well, you are a 5'9 plus 5, doing quite well. If you'd give me a signal report, I'd appreciate it, and then I'll try to pick up that other November 9 station I could hear in the background. Over.
QSL, yeah, you're up there now. You're 5'9", almost 10 over, so you're a good signal today.
Okay, fine. And you came up to 12 over. It's got to be because the OM walked into the station and improved your signal. Well done. Well, Paul, thank you for coming by. You have a good rest of the Memorial Day weekend. And let's see if I can pick up that other November 9 station from WX4NHC. November 9, Quebec Delta Sierra. You sound like you're sitting in the shack with us here. My goodness. If you give me the name and your QTH and weather and anything else you'd like to share, I'd be happy to put that in the log. N9QDS, WX4NHC Portable. Okay, fine business on being north of Chicago. And, I am so sorry to hear about that 44 degrees yesterday, but at least you're back up in the 60s today, Keith. Well, a pleasure to meet you here. My phone says it's 84 degrees. Al says, our weather station says it's 86 degrees. All I know is it's sunny, and there's a wonderful breeze, and the mango trees are full of fruit getting ready to be harvested. So that's late May in Miami. Well, Keith, thank you for coming by. As I said, you were a 5'9". If you'd give me a signal report, I'd appreciate it too. Over. Okay, great. Well, thank you for stopping by. You are officially in the log, Keith. So stay out of trouble, and thank you for coming by and helping us to participate in our annual hurricane test here. If you do want a card, and this goes for everybody who's been making contact, please send an SASE to Julio. He is our manager, the QSL manager for WX4NHC. His call is Whiskey Delta 4 Romeo, WD4R. That's Julio. And I know he will be more than happy to send out a QSL confirming your contact here with WX4NHC Portable. So with that said, Paul, thank you. You take care. Have a good rest of the weekend. This is WX4NHC Portable. You are set.
Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha.
The Bravo Echo Whiskey Station, if you give me the rest of your call, I'd appreciate it. Over. Well, thank you. I like that 20 over. You're 10 over 9. 10 over 9 coming in beautifully near Saratoga Springs. Spent a number of summers up in your area. Alan and I are both professional musicians, and I did some performing at the Saratoga, I want to say, Performing Arts Center. Not sure if that's the right name. Anyway, pleasure to meet you. Thank you for that 20 over. I've got you in the log, Peter. I'm going to try and pick up some of these other stations that I know would like to work us. But enjoy the rest of the weekend, and I hope the weather calms down a bit. So with that said, we'll break with W2BEW. This is WX4NHC Portable. Yours, Ed.
Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt America.
Station ending in Kilo Alpha.
Roger. Call sign is Kilowatt Bravo number 2, United Kilowatt Alpha. Name here is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, Long Island, New York. About 50 miles east of New York City. You're anywhere from 5'8" to 10 over 9. QSL?
QSL, well, I'll take the 10 over as my preference there. You were a fairly solid 5'9", kind of up and down. Wonder where on Long Island you might be. I lived in East Hampton for 2 years, so I'm thinking you might be Riverhead. No, you're probably further west than that. So just wondering where on Long Island you might be, Doug. Over.
All right, Roger. You're close. I'm in Kings Park, so I'm a mile from the Long Island Sound. I grew up in Huntington, which is about 10 miles west of me now. And we settled here, my wife and kids and I, after a short stay, about 5 years stay in Connecticut. We've been back here about 8 years. Over.
Okay, well, fine business. Yeah, I recognize all the locations. Doing well. Well, Doug, I've got you in the log as Kilo Bravo 2, Uniform Kilo Alpha, and I'm actually going to have to swap operators here. I've got a phone call I do need to take. But thank you so much for coming on, Doug. And the other stations, if you would stand by, we're going to just switch operators. But thank you all for being patient. This is Whiskey X-Ray 4, November Hotel Charlie, portable. And just stand by. We'll be right back.
All right, KB2 UKA QSY 73.
It's just part of the hobby there, right? Okay, Joe, have fun, which I'm sure you'll do. And catch you next week. WB's right, QK clear.
10-9JR, 73.
This is KB2 UKA. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? KB2 UKA. This is KB2 UKA. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency occupied? KB2 UKA. This is KB2 UKA. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency occupied? CQ, CQ, CQ40, CQ40 meters. This is KB2 UKA calling. CQ, CQ, CQ40, CQ40 meters. This is KB2 UKA calling. CQ40. Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt Alpha, Long Island, New York, QRZ. Kilo Station, go ahead.
Kilo Charlie 4, Charlie Lima Foxtrot. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my friend. Name here is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, Long Island, New York. About 50 miles east of New York City, a mile from the Long Island Sound. I'll give you a signal report next transmission. How are you copying me? Over.
I got the 5-9. You're really loud down here. You're banging in. No problems at all. The name here is Rob, Romeo Oscar Bravo. In the east coast of North Carolina, just about 10 miles a little west of the beach. And let's see, I'm between Jackson.
All right, Rob. Roger. Well, you were a 5-7. I was hearing you fine. Then there was some fading. The end of your transmission fell out there. Propagation really strange on 20, and maybe it's going to be strange here on 40 as well. But we'll try again because I was hearing you great, and you fell off maybe the last 10 seconds of that transmission. So Kilo Charlie 4, Charlie Lima Foxtrot from KB2 UKA. Go ahead.
The beach, right around Sunsdr2 North Carolina, and you're really sounding good down here. No problems at all.
All right. Well, thank you. I'm hearing you now again. I'm running a Sunsdr2 DX. I've had the radio about 2 weeks. About 1,100 watts with a Mercury III solid-state amp. And then I've got a 7-component studio rack. I do all the audio stuff outboard from the radio, and then I push the audio into the computer. And the antenna is a 43-foot ground-mounted vertical with 90 65-foot ground radials. Over.
Wow, that's a lot of work for me, man. That sounds a little too easy for me. I'll keep it kind of sit down. I'll tell you what, it's working for you. It's working for you, no problem. I keep it simple here. I'm on a Yaesu SC, the 101MP, and I'm on a vertical high gain 8680. It's about, I don't know, about 45 foot in the air, but I'm fixing to take that down. That's coming down. I'm going Mosley. I want to put up a Mosley instead, and I want to put up a power. I don't have a power. So, anyway, but yeah, that new radio is really sounding good. It's working for you.
All right, Rob. Well, I really appreciate it. Also, want to let you know that I'm live streaming on YouTube. So if you're interested in hearing how I was copying you, you just put my call sign KB2 UKA into the YouTube search box, and you'll find the live video. Timestamp right now is 28 minutes. So if you watch it later, just fast forward to about 25 minutes, and you'll be able to find it. So Kilo Charlie 4, Charlie Lima Foxtrot, Rob, North Carolina, from KB2 UKA 73.
Okay, 4732, you're real good. You got a really good setup there.
All righty, 73, my friend. Okay, this is KB2 UKA. Let's see if anyone else copies. Long Island, New York, QRZ.
VA3KBC.
KBC station, go ahead.
Yeah, Doug DJ here. I'm just waiting for the amp to warm up.
I'm hearing you good, good. Maybe we could walk through some of this right now, over.
Okay, yeah, I was, okay, yeah, I have the program up and running, but there's nowhere where I can see to put in what you're referring to, like, are you referring to the Thetis, or are you referring to the OBS?
All right, so, you're using Thetis, over?
That's correct.
Okay, so I'm assuming Thetis is just like Power SDR, just like this Expert SDR, that you had to tell Thetis where to get your audio from. So there's going to be an input and output that you chose to tell it where to get the audio. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's okay, it's picking it up. Virtual audio cable setup, driver MME, and then output is Microsoft Sound Map.
Okay, that's good. So it's the MME driver for the virtual audio cable. That's the input. And then the output is Microsoft Sound Map, correct?
Yeah, it doesn't have any input. It's just the driver MME and then the output Microsoft Sound Mapper.
All right, so now open up OBS. You don't have to do anything in Thetis. You may have to, but I don't want to mess with that right now. Hopefully it'll just pull what Thetis is seeing. So let me know when you have OBS open. Over?
Yep, it's open.
All right, so what I'm going to do, and this may not work. I may, let's see. I think I'm going to have like, all right, let's see. Yep, just what I thought. It would not work. It looks like it's superimposing my display over and over and over again. Because let me move that out of there. All right, we're going to try something else. Okay, if you go on the top left to File, and then you go to Settings, and then you go down General Stream Output Audio. If you go to Audio, you're going to see under Global Audio Devices, Desktop Audio. Click the little drop down there and see if that see if the MME VAC is listed there. Over?
No, it's not. I've gone through that, yeah. The desktop audio has disabled default speakers, real tech, S2 tech TV Intel speakers. So I've gone all through those and tried. None of those work. The only way I have any audio on here is through the microphone of the webcam.
Well, there's one more trick. So if the MME VAC, is it listed there?
No, it isn't.
Can you please read off what is listed there?
Okay, so are you talking about in the global audio devices?
Yep, Roger. In the global audio under desktop audio, what do you have there? Over?
Well, disabled, default, speakers, 3 Realtek high definition audio, and then the next below is S2 Tech TV Intel R display audio.
Okay, so you see nothing there that says cable input?
Nope. And I've tried both those speakers and everything, still wouldn't get anything to work.
And you, I'm sorry, DJ, refresh my memory. In Thetis, there was nothing listed for output, or there was? Over?
Thetis just has virtual audio cable that has just the driver and then the output, no input.
Okay, I'm sorry, what was listed as the output?
Microsoft Sound Mapper, and then it has speakers, Realtek high def, and then the S2 Tech TV Intel R display.
Okay. And Microsoft Sound Mapper is not listed under desktop audio in the global audio in OBS, correct?
That's correct.
If you go back to OBS where it says speakers, is there anything next to the word speakers in parentheses?
No.
All right, do me a favor. Just click speakers for a second.
Okay.
And then click apply on the bottom right, and then click OK. Okay, so now, if you look at OBS as you're listening to me, you should see nothing moving on the little audio meter under desktop audio, or do you see something moving? Over?
No, the only one moving is the mic auxiliary from the webcam.
Okay, so now click the little settings wheel next to the volume bar underneath desktop audio. So you'll see it'll say desktop audio, then there'll be a blue slider for volume, and then to the right of the little speaker picture, there's a little cog wheel. Click that, and then click properties. Let me know when you're, oh, I'm sorry, hold on, don't do that yet. Click advanced audio properties. Over.
Yep.
Okay, and do you see where it says desktop audio, and then it says status active, and then it says volume, and then there's a box you could check for mono? Click the box that says mono.
Okay, did that.
Do you have anything moving on that meter yet? Okay. So, all right, so scratch that whole idea. I'm not going to walk you through the next part because I don't know it and I don't want to mess anything up. I think we're going to have to talk to Art. I've never used Thetis, so I don't know where any of the settings are. I know it's very similar to Power SDR, but I've never had it installed and I've never turned it on. So, but high level, what you're going to have to do, somewhere in Thetis, there's going to be a way to push the audio out through the virtual audio cable. And that might be a combination between Thetis and Windows. Once you do that, the virtual audio cable is going to pop up in the drop-down under the global audio settings, and that'll solve all your problems. I just don't know how to tell you what to do, DJ, because I don't know that software. Over.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I've tried watching different YouTube videos on OBS and everything, and I've tried everything that they say, but none of them really have explained if you are capturing the window capture and trying to, utilize that. So. I've gone through so many things. I'm kind of at a loss. I didn't know which way to turn now, and that's what it is. It's got to capture the audio from Thetis somehow or another. And I know in Thetis there, in the setup and everything, and I don't want to touch that output virtual cable because I have everything working good. But so I'm just a little hesitant to go any further than that.
So if you look at my screen right now, I'm displaying the software. I'm displaying the setting in Expert SDR, and while this will look very different than Thetis, everything that's here was also in there for me in Power SDR. So Power SDR, Thetis is really on the, I guess, comes from Power SDR. So on the left side, which is where it says sound card for me, this is how I get the audio to work technically for the radio, right? So I have an external sound card that I run my rack into, which is called the M Audio Air. So that's my input. My mic goes in there, and my output is also that sound card. So that's how I hear everything through my headphones, meaning how I hear you right now. Then over here, and you're going to have this somewhere in the software, I have line out. So line out channel 1, I'm pushing the audio out of my SDR software to the computer using a very similar driver that you'll have. I'm using the MME cable input, which is just another fancy word for virtual audio cable. And I have that enabled. If I unclick that right now, you won't hear anything on my live stream. It'll go away. So when I turned this on, DJ, this driver here, which I have many I can choose from, but this driver here is my virtual audio cable. I had to turn it on as a line output so that OBS would see it. So there's a way for you to turn that on inside Thetis. And I'm going to go back to my live chat right now. Maybe there's people smarter than me, which there's a lot of people smarter than me. Yeah, that's actually a good question also that somebody asked. But that's what I think is your problem. You have to turn on the line out to the virtual audio cable somewhere in the software. But also go back into OBS and under that desktop audio, make sure the speaker picture next to the volume is not red. If it's red, that means you're muted. I'm assuming you're not muted. But just double check that. Over.
Okay, just a second here. Let me get through the end. I couldn't hear myself, and I don't know how you're hearing me, so just give me a second here.
All right, Roger. Well, you dropped a little bit. You're a 4x7. You were 5'9" almost, but I'm sure it'll shift back. Over.
Okay, that should be better.
Yes, touching 5'9" again. Did you copy anything I said in that last transmission?
Yeah, it was. I was doing two things here at once, so you have to excuse me. I'm going to.
Apply. Okay. Start stream. You'll be able to see what I've got here. It only comes up for a short time. The problem is, Doug, I only have about 10, 12 download megabytes. Upload is only about 0.8 to 1. So we're supposed to be getting fiber optics hooked up any week now, and once that happens, then should be able to make this thing work. But right now, it's just buffering because it doesn't have enough power. So if you go to YouTube and bring up VA3KBC, then you'll see it.
Yeah, Roger. I actually have your page displayed on my page right now, and I subscribed after you emailed me. Yes. So okay. So the internet is an issue. It's extremely buffered. It's not even playing for me right now. I have 1,000 megabit upload and download. I have a very fast fiber optic connection here. So that's issue number one. Even if you have the audio working, people aren't going to be able to watch. So that's great that you're fixing that. This looks good. So you just shut it down, right? Over.
Yeah, I just shut it off.
Okay. So who's this guy? I don't know you. That's some shortwave station that I subscribe to. Hold on. Boo. Let me get rid of that. Let's put that over there. Okay. It's in that you got to figure out how to turn the line out, virtual audio out in Thetis. There's going to be a way for you to turn that on. You turn that on, you'll have the audio streaming directly to OBS. Over.
Yeah, what I should do, I think, well, maybe when I talk to Art, N4QNT, he may have an idea, or I might go to the Anon user group there and post on there.
That would be good. There's 100% a way to do it very easily. It's probably going to be a click of a button. I know Steve K1GMM runs his Anon 200 and he streams fine, but he has the same setup I have. His rack goes into the same exact. That's where I learned about it. The M Audio Air, and you don't need that. Your audio is phenomenal. You don't need any of that. You just need a way to tell the software to send the audio out of the software. Over.
Yes, that's what I need to do. So, yeah, I don't want to bother you anymore. You're on the air here doing stuff. So, I just thought it might have been something very simple, but evidently it's more involved than what I thought it was going to be. But I think that might be the thing to do. I'll maybe just post on the Anon user group site there and see what someone suggests.
You're not bothering me at all. I'd be calling CQ aimlessly. Hold on, I'm looking something up. Hold on real quick, okay?
I just started the stream up again. Yeah, I'm just starting it up again.
All right, well, I'm going to go into the weeds here, but that's what we like to do as amateur radio operators. I've got your Thetis manual up, so let me just look at it real quick.
So I thought I'd at least bring it up if you got the chance at least to see something on the screen there. And if I bring up...
If you look at your YouTube screen, that shows you like your chat for the stream you're doing right now. Underneath the little the image of what you're streaming, it'll tell you how your connection is. What does it say there?
Well, right now it says there, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming.
Okay, right. Yeah, and that's the internet. That'll get fixed when you get the better service provider. That'll get fixed right away.
Yes, stream's current bit rate is 1317.13 kilobytes per second, is lower than the recommendation bit rate.
Okay, Roger. All right, so it references VAC 57 times in the manual. So let me find where the output is. Hold on.
But I brought the setup up, and I thought it would show on the screen, but it doesn't. I can't see it on the streaming part of it, so there's no sense doing that now.
Okay, yeah, it won't play. But hold on, page 116. Let's see. Because a lot of this stuff, DJ, is like riding a bike. It seems, all this SDR software, they're very, very similar. Hold on one sec. Do you remember downloading something called the Voice Meter Banana?
Nope.
Well, I'm not going to walk you through this unless I was seeing your screen. But it's page 116 of the manual. Set up the virtual ports and the virtual audio cables. Yep. Okay, setting up virtual audio in Thetis. Open menu, set up cat control. Yeah, it's going to be somewhere here. Definitely go either to the user group or speak to Art or somebody else that you know is running in and on. I believe Art has streamed before, so I'm sure he'll be able to walk you right through it. But it is page 116. You got to go adjust some Windows settings, all that fun stuff, but it's in here. So if you Google Thetis manual, it's page 116 and on.
Well, heck, I've got that right on my desktop here. Let me look that. You say page 116?
Yeah, as long as I'm looking at the same version that you have. Page 116, it talks about virtual audio, downloading Voice Meter Banana. Download Voice Meter Banana, install it. You can click Install, restart your PC, open Windows Controls, select Hardware, Sound, manage audio devices. Again, though, I don't want you not to be able to transmit, so I would also go through it with somebody because you're not setting this up from scratch. You already have settings in there. I don't want to mess any of that up. Over.
Yeah, and there's no rush to do this because the streaming is not any good. So Okay, I've got that, and I'll look that over, and next chance I get to talk to Art, we'll try to sort this out.
Well, yeah, right. Even if it worked today, you wouldn't be able to stream. So there's no rush. And it's going to be a great channel, I could tell already. From what I did see, everything's looking really good. Over.
Okay, thanks. Well, it's one of these trial and error things, and I thought, well, I'm going to try just with the webcam. Well, nothing would come up, and I'm thinking, what did I do now? So I was out cutting the grass, and then, oh, wait a minute, I know what I got to do. So I came back in the house here and brought it up, and there, I could use the webcam just alone without bringing up the window capture. So I got that figured out. But still, my streaming isn't fast enough to have a really good picture. With the other computer, when I go direct and stream, well, it's not streaming, I guess, it's just live. The picture quality is really poor, and you know, you can see it, but it's just not that great a picture quality. So I got lots of time to figure this thing out, and I really do thank you for that help. And I've got this now up on my other computer, so I can read that, and I'll just kind of go through and see what I can figure out. And next time we talk to Art hopefully gets his. He's supposed to write today, and so what's the next step? I think so this is expert then, so he'll be able to use the lower portion of the band.
Well, wait, what'd you say? He's taking a test today?
Yeah. He can't run the lower portion of any of the bands, so he's upgrading, I guess, is what I want to say.
Yeah, Roger. In the U.S., it's extra. I don't have it yet either. And for guys that are doing what we're doing with this wide audio, being down on 40 and down on 80 is a place to be. So I have the study book. I just got to go take the test. But that's great. Yeah, that's where you can really play. And it's quiet down there. You go 8K wide if you want. Over.
Yeah, see, the advantage I have here in Canada with my basic with honors, I have all the bands and all the frequencies, so yeah, and that's why I studied hard to get my basic with honors, not just the plain basic. Basic would only got me 6 meters and up. Basic with honors, you got to be over 80%, and then you get all the bands, all the frequencies, and run 560 watt PEP. Now, if I went for my advanced here in Canada, which is very, very technical and hard, then you can run 2250 watts PEP, and then also set up repeaters and a few other things.
It's so crazy how they're very different. Because here, the first license is technician, which is you could do 10 meters and up, and you could do voice on 10 and up. You could run legal limit where you're allowed to operate, and then general is all the bands. General is, which is what I am, all the bands, but not the lower portion of the bands. So like on 40 meters, the lowest I could go right now is 7.175. On 80 meters, the lowest I could go is 3.8. And then the max PEP here is 1500 watts anyway, even once you're general or if you're extra. So that's pretty cool. You go up to 2200 because you'll actually get 1 or 2 more S units that high up. Over?
Yeah, but you got to have a coax and antenna that'll take 2250 watts. I don't know of any guys that do that, because of the amplifiers that we have today. And I don't know, maybe there's some guys that maybe got the old Henrys or something, but I don't know of too many. Usually you'll hear them running, 1,000 watts, 500,000 watts. And you know, that 500 seems to be the ticket. If you get over 500 watts or up to 500 watts, you can make some good contact.
Yeah, I'm 11 to 1200 right now, and there's no point in going from 1250 to 1500. I don't see any point in that. If I didn't buy a 1500 watt amplifier a year ago when I bought this, there's no point now because the additional 300 watts is not going to make a difference. Over?
Yep, I understand that, yeah. Well, you know, on 160, there's in the wintertime, it's a really nice band. We were playing around one night. You know, some of the guys are running 1,000 watts, some are running 1,500. I was running 500. And we, just for the fun of it, we went to standby, and then we started bringing the power down. And a couple of guys are in New York State, one's in Pennsylvania. Was another one is in Ohio, I believe. And myself, there's two of us, we're in Ontario here. We all dropped down to 1 watt, and we were still, you know, S5, S6, and could hear each other. It's conditions and propagation.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But with the way propagation's been, I think we need the power. We need it if we want to have a conversation. Oh, man. All right, DJ, I'm actually going to shut it down here. I've been off since yesterday. We've been in the mid to upper 80s for 2.5 weeks, Fahrenheit. And today it just broke 49 degrees. We are having bad weather, and we're in a bad stretch the whole upcoming week. It's been windy and stormy, and it's a washout for our Memorial Day weekend here. Over.
Oh, wow. It's just warmed up to 63 here. We've had nice temperatures, and then the last 4 days it's been cold, rainy. We had about 3/4 of an inch. We've been dry here, so the rain was very helpful, but it's cold. In fact, we turned the furnace back on. I got done cutting the grass, and I had my coveralls on, my hoodie, gloves, and I'm still cold. My hands are cold now, so I clicked the furnace up to 72 to get warmed up. So, yeah, after today or maybe tomorrow, it's going to get back to normal. So, oh, well, anyhow, well, thanks very much, Doug. We really, really, really appreciate it. You know, that's, I guess, what ham radio is about, helping each other, and I'll see if I can get this figured out and what needs to be done, and hopefully be on the air every once in a while, so YouTubing it. So with that, I will say thank you very much, sir. You have a great rest of the day. KB2 UKA, this is Victor Alpha, 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie.
DJ, take care. Enjoy. I'm sorry we couldn't get it working, but I think we figured it out. It's going to be a setting to push the audio out of the software. 73, my friend. Shoot me an email. I'll send you my phone number, too. You could send me a text. I'll email you my phone number. And if you have any other questions, maybe I can help. This is KB2 UKA. I am clearing the airwaves. Take care, DJ. 73.
73, VA3KBC clear.
All right, take care, guys, on the YouTube page, KB2 UK Clear.